Welcome to today's video guide on how to fill out the Switzerland Schengen visa application form for the dependent. If you're planning to visit Switzerland, this step-by-step tutorial will help you complete the form accurately and easily. Note that I'm going to fill this form for dependent applicant, which is usually the husband or wife. I will post another video for children. So, I hope you watch my other video for main applicant to fill common things. I will directly go to dependent parts in this form. The first step is to obtain the application form. You can download it from the website of the Swiss Embassy or consulate in your country or the Swiss Federal Department of Foreign Affairs. I download it from just Google search. An English version. Make sure you have the most recent version of the form to avoid any confusion. Before you start filling out the form, take the time to read the instructions provided. They will guide you through the requirements and guidelines for completing the form correctly. This is an important step to ensure your application is successful. Like my previous video for the main applicant, get your passport. It will help you. Passport has the surname or family name written correctly. Don't change any letter from the passport and fill the section 1. Section 2. If your name changed after birth like your surname, mention it here. For an example, after marriage if you have taken the name from your partner, fill it here accordingly. Then, your sex, civil status. For my example I'm gonna go with female and married. Make sure to attach a copy of that marriage certificate when you hand over these documents to the VFS or consulate. Section 18. Make sure to fill the home address where you are residing, the resident home address, and an email address that is working and you have access. Since you are a dependent you can fill the main address of your main applicant. But you can fill your phone number, because the governing body will send an email when your visa is ready. Actually you can ask to send an SMS too. Make sure to attach a copy of something where you can prove your residency such as a phone bill of the main applicants, when you hand over these documents to the VFS or consulate. So, for section 20, if you have a resident permit, fill it here. Make sure that this permit is valid at least 3 months after your planned arrival date. Make sure to attach a copy of that resident permit when you hand over these documents to the VFS or consulate. So section 21st and 22nd. If you are working, fill those. Theoretically, you do not need to fill those, because you are a dependent. It doesn't matter if you fill or not these sections. If you are employed, make sure to attach a copy of that contract of employment when you hand over these documents to the VFS or consulate. Section 28. If you have already traveled to Schengen countries, then fill that visa information from your passport. If not, just blank over here. Make sure to attach a copy of that visa when you hand over these documents to the VFS or consulate. Then, section 32. How do you plan to travel your costs? Since you are the dependent applicant, tick the by a sponsor box and fill your main applicant's name here, the full name, and for means of support. Tick by cash, accommodations covered, travel tickets provided and all expenses covered. These are mandatory boxes. Then at last, the location where you submit the application. Don't write the date until you visit the place. And wait to sign this until you visit the application submitting center. Don't forget to do these when submitting the application. Travel insurance is a crucial requirement. When main applicant apply for the travel insurance, include yourself too. It's the cheapest way to obtain a travel insurance. Provide information about your travel insurance coverage, including the name of the insurance company, policy number, coverage dates, and the required coverage amount, which is a minimum of €30,000. Attach a recent passport-sized photograph to the application form in the designated space. Don't paste it. Don't forget to sign the form as well. Make sure the photograph meets the required specifications and the signature is clear. Now, gather all the required supporting documents as specified in the application form or on the embassy's website. Also the documents I mentioned here. These may include your passport, travel itinerary, accommodation bookings, financial documents, travel insurance, proof of employment, and any other relevant documents. Before submitting your application, review the completed form and all the supporting documents to ensure accuracy and completeness. It's a good idea to make copies of all the documents for your reference. Once you're satisfied, submit the application form and pay the required visa application fee, if applicable. Remember to visit the official website of the relevant Swiss diplomatic mission for the most accurate and up-to-date information. We wish you the best of luck with your visa application. Please note that this is just a sample form, and you can modify and customize it as per your needs. Congratulations! You've now learned how to fill out the Switzerland Schengen visa application form.